Well, I'm sure glad we had that discussion on the desk about who was a better loser in Copenhagen. You show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser. We're here to crown a winner here in this fourth qualifier, the first of the second half of the season. Gen.G and G2 will go at it again, and here we go.
A matchup tale as old as time as far as North America is concerned. We have seen these two face off what feels like a million times at this point. And you're right, we're not here to see who has the more quality loss. It's who is going to be the better matchup, who's taking the crown at the end of the day once again.
Who's getting 20 points to start the second qualifying process. It's First Killer with the opening goal as Gen.G continues their momentum after winning 4 straight over the Snowmen in the semis.
Position, so Daniel over to Atomic. This one touches twice, heads towards net. First Killer with the save, but the demo sends him back. And here comes G2. Efforts don't stop here, and neither does the pressure.
A big shot from Daniel. That one's saved away as well. And G2, again, they've had plenty of opportunities. Jack just got there ahead of beast mode, but still have nothing to show for it except a truckload of shots and a 2-goal deficit as well. 6 shots, 6 near misses, and then Gen.G does this on the other half. Somebody is going to walk away with 20 points, and they'll be in the driver's seat trying to qualify to go to Landon 3.0. It's Atomic to kick things off for G2, feeding Daniel. He might have barely got a piece of that. I couldn't tell if he touched that or not. I don't think he did. And it falls to beast mode to score it on the doorstep.
There you have it. The game plan coming through, early pressure, and like you said, yeah, there was no touch on that one, I think.
And then he can send this downfield and maybe try and force a double commit. G2 was bunched up a little bit in front of the net. Now this drops down in front, and Daniel can collect it from beast mode.
He's going to carry this one towards the net over 1. Can't quite make an angle on it. First Killer anticipated it and sent him off. Great transition here from Gen.G. We're going to see who's going to be behind. It's going to be Jack to finish the follow-up there. Pass over to Chronic, shot just wide, and Daniel will carry this around the corner. Hopefully trying to get the transition there for G2. They do. They take a wide shot. It's actually past first, and it's it.
Just like that. I mean, look at it. There are 5 cars all bunched up there. The only one who's not in that. And Jack just up a little too slow for a shot that was just shot out of a rocket launcher to him. So now, center, Daniel for a 3-goal lead denied by First Killer. Follow-up, ricochets around. That one denied as well. Actually, that might have been beast mode after picking up the demo on Jack. I mean, Jack was in the right spot and had a pretty wide open shot. So now Atomic will bring it across. I'll tell you what, it's been very awkward for both these squads. Apparently Jack lets one rip in the final minute. Gen.G's on the board.
There you have it. It was an attempt to get this one out, but First Killer's touch was a perfect setter over to Jack in the placement and speed.
Run underneath and settle for a boot steal. Chronic did make the stop. So now beast mode up ahead to Daniel. He's got options. Opts for himself. He's got Atomic waiting out in front, and apparently Jack feeds that to First Killer, and Gen.G strike first in the blink of an eye.
Oh man, that happened probably faster than anybody would have anticipated as far as G2 was concerned. And on
because between these two squads, it really does feel like a coin flip. Beast mode trying to run through. He got a piece of 2, but nobody else was running forward. That comes off a challenge from Daniel, and it at least required First Killer's attention for a moment. Now beast mode, decent challenge in the corner. Daniel to center, Atomic coming on, and apparently Jack rolling one that he couldn't get enough pace on. Beast mode barely making the save.
that one to keep that one going in and through. Instead, it's a transitional attack from G2 stride, but First Killer to stop it in its tracks.
That was a clever passing play, similar to what they did to Snowmen, but G2 are no Snowmen. First Killer, though, will score here. Everybody got demolished on the side of G2. You see the one beat in the backfield. Atomic just plays that one laterally. He didn't have a solid play on it at all. The demo behind the play again. It's first into a 2-2 series. Both teams, of course, still have their timeout in their pocket. We go on now to Utopia, who will blink first in this particular game. Well, First Killer up towards the crossbar. Apparently Jack try to bring that one out of the corner, nothing doing. And Beast Mode and Atomic are both forward. It's Beast Mode that takes charge. And First Killer wise to the play, but he apparently Jack coming from the backboard. So that's a lot of wasted boost. Gen.G doesn't have much left, and Beast Mode picks him apart.
That's a huge leading goal to find here in this game 4 right now. Drop down over to Atomic, but for Beast Mode to find the angle off it.
After avoiding disaster, Daniel trying to center for Beast. That doesn't happen, but look at where G2 are. They're all bunched up in the corner, and Gen.G is going to come away with possession, at least briefly. Again, you're seeing just a lot of awkward comms here out of Gen.G and G2. This time, apparently, Jack will clear at least out of danger for the moment. Now, this is not the level we expect out of these two teams. First Killer just has a sitter right in his lap, and it's a tie game.
Man, you talk about, this isn't quite the level that we are used to seeing these two teams at. This is at least could be massive if Beast Mode could have gotten there back in time. Instead, we stay tied for now with a Gen.G clear up field.
He's trying to get on top of that ball, too, to drop it down to Daniel. Instead, Daniel very wisely racing back quickly. Beast Mode, second touch. No, he's going to leave it for Atomic. And Chronic is there to make the stop. Overtime is looming here in game 4 unless somebody can break away in the closing seconds. Chronic for the win. Bounces away, courtesy of Daniel. Gen.G will give it one more look, but we go to sudden death.
Massive savior save from Daniel in those last seconds there. And a huge shot off the ceiling and down, and Beast Mode clears this one.
He's going to leave that for Daniel, too. Of course, the Beast Mode Daniel connection for so long has been so great. So, too, have Jack and Chronic, but it's First Killer that nearly stole the show again. Look, great job slowing down First Killer. They might be rewarded with an OT winner. Oh, the shot from Daniel goes wayward. Atomic went to the outside, stopping First Killer from getting to the wall and trying to create out of the zone. But in the end, it is First Killer who gets his, and Gen.G are one win away from slaying G2 again.
You can't.
But nothing is certain. And of course, the payday at the end of all of this as well. Clinching opportunity for Gen.G to try and close out G2 again is underway at the Aquadome.
There you have it. Game 5 officially has begun. This one all the way back. Thankfully, Beast Mode way deep in that third there, able to get the pass over to Atomic off the backboard. Follow up from Beast Mode, and there you have it. G2 Stride begin their comeback.
Atomic has made a career out of being one of the best setup men. And it's First Killer who has his pocket picked by Beast Mode, but it's well wide and no threat to Gen.G this time.
There were a couple of really good beats there from G2. They just weren't quite able to close out the ending of that play, which is a little bit concerning. I mean, especially when you're down on match point, but it doesn't matter if you're down by 1 or if you're down by 2. If Beast Mode is the one solo playing for your team, you know you are in good hands.
And Atomic just waves his finger, says no thank you, and back comes G2.
As this ball heads over back into that Gen.G half, G2, you just pretty much are doing everything in your power to hold on to this lead. You don't even want to let them into your side. You can clear this out to no man's land. As long as you continue to ping pong this ball back into that orange half, you're pretty much safe, but there's a safer way to win. It's just to continue to score on Gen.G time and time again. It was Daniel off the backboard, and great finish there. There you are, having to defend it time and time again. It's not going to stop here, though. Floater down over to Beast Mode. That was so nice, the way he spotted him around the defense. But to leave that, it's just the tiniest touch to place that ball into the hands of Beast Mode and go up 4-0.
It's turned into the Beast Mode show. He's got 6 out of the 10 goals that G2 has scored. What will happen on Neo Tokyo?
There is a reason Beast Mode is feared. Beast Mode is to first killer on Gen.G, right? And so if Beast Mode is awake, if Beast Mode is soloing and getting pathing cleared for himself, this could be a whole new ball game for G2 headed into Game 6. Or under 1, excuse me. But G2 have other plans. It's a big clear out into the midfield here. Apparently Jack, no boost, but enough to send it all the way up. That was a slow floater down. If anybody wants to challenge it, it could be theirs. It was Chronic on the attempt, but it bounces back up over to first.
If I'm Sathu, I'm probably telling the boys, yeah, let's not try that play again. Dropped in front. They still have... Slam the door shut on the post as first killer jumps out in front to block that effort. And he can pop that away from an oncoming Beast Mode. So now here comes Gen.G. Who's going to flinch first now in another closeout opportunity for Gen.G Mobile One Racing. It's Daniel trying to get a piece of first killer. He clipped him at least, ate a demo for his efforts, but it clears the way, and Atomic breaks the tie.
The forced shot forward from Atomic gets bumped by Chronic into it and still manages to push this ball forward. Attempts at this point kind of haven't been as quality as we've seen in the past from, I think it's fair to say, either team at times, but for now, Gen.G, they just want to close this one out. Bar, goal, and down. It's through, it's in. Gen.G have tied up Game 6.
A solo effort out of apparently Jack. Just running forward. One there from Daniel, but Atomic there. Couldn't quite finish the job. Chronic back the other way. Double drop down in front. We've seen Gen.G do that to great effect quite a bit this weekend, but it doesn't yield any results. Closing seconds of regulation. Chronic, flip reset, nothing doing. Atomic to bring it across. G2 might be content with OT, but one more bounce needed. Beast Mode starting to give it a look. First killer, no. And Beast Mode can't catch up to this. Golden goal again to perhaps crown a champion in this qualifier. In the net like sardines. Atomic for the win. No, he had to drop it back to Daniel. Very patient play. Beast Mode with the boost steal out of the corner. Daniel let Beast Mode take over. Why wouldn't you? He's been epic in this grand final, but not good enough this time. And now Atomic has to play back to Beast Mode. First killer, the easy save. And G2 has to try again. Daniel, slow play. Atomic will take over. They don't do anything about Beast Mode. He's still roaming free in the zone. But apparently Jack got over him, and the bank is closed down by Daniel.
A little bit more active on these plays here, but Chronic is the one to fear at times. It's a shot on target. Daniel to send it off, but pressure doesn't stop. It's an infield back over to Chronic. Intercepted by Beast Mode. 1v1 on him if he could take it. Instead, this ball falls to apparently Jack. Over one. Double tap to go through. Chronic tries to take the shot, and Beast Mode with the save, the angle, the third touch. Nothing can find its way in.
Gives that away to apparently Jack, and after all that, Gen.G has to kind of shake that one off and go, all right, well, let's try again. It's first killer giving it up to Atomic. Daniel's up very quickly. Atomic to send us to Champions Field.
I would honestly expect nothing less after the sheer amount of saves. Just a huge amount of excitement and surprises, and you're always on your toes with them. At one point, you're thinking Gen.G is completely favored. They figured G2 out, and G2 said, no, we are on the comeback. We did it against SSG. We'll do it to you next.
So here we go. Champions Field, final game of this lengthy weekend, especially lengthy Championship Sunday. Daniel dumps it back in, and Chronic and Jack both up for that ball at the same time. Watch out for Beast Mode. Oh, what a save!
Possession just for a short period of time, but G2, they have defended so much time and time again from this Gen.G squad.
I mean, they're all just tied up in the net. Nobody went, and the shot just went right into them. Beast Mode will come in to pressure him. Daniel waiting. He hasn't scored in a hot minute in this series, but does have 2 with 4 assists. Beast Mode hangs in the air forever, and first killer the initial save. Daniel, double tap, bang, bang!
Daniel is always going to be him, right under Beast Mode though, but my goodness, the double to be able to go back and find that angle in it. Here's another one of it. Atomic over one. It's a fight against Jack off it, but it's low boost.
This ball could be intercepted by Daniel. That caught a fortunate deflection, and Daniel scores again.
Listen, Daniel thrives in pressure. There's nobody else that does it better at time. This kid has just been such, two for two right now. There's no stopping him.
Listen, when all of these players in this final are on, like really on, there's no stopping them. Apparently Jack has that one go through as well. A rare breakdown for G2 defensively after that win by Chronic, and Jack ends up in an offside position in behind the defense. Initially, Chronic trying to kind of pace that one down for apparently Jack. This ball finding a lot of space, so Gen.G having to burn a lot of boost to get to it. But now only one to beat. First killer now. Follow-up ties the game from Chronic.
Massive demo, massive play, just nothing but perfection from this squad at times. Tied game at 33 seconds from
trying to break G2's hard. Got the drop down pass, and apparently Jack was there, but cleared out by G2. Chronic again trying to throw one forward. Watch out for beast mode. He could have free reign here. Good clear by first, and we go to overtime again, because why the heck not? Golden goal in game 7.
Apparently Jack to clear this one into that G2 half, but Daniel wants to slow it down, air dribble it back, reset to push this one forward, but Chronic keeps it out. It's not gonna stop here though. Atomic wants that clear outfield. Daniels only goes mid though. It's a bounce up from the ground. Low boost. Jack could be up next, but it's Daniel to clear out mid. Over one shot is wide. Is there a follow-up to come after? Not quite. It's a team bump though, which could be detrimental to G2. Pass over to one. Jack is in, and Gen.G stay on top.
Gen.G stay feasting. They fend off G2's comeback effort with a team play created by a team bump.